Let's go! Hello, Ramley and other family. I'm Payo Time. I hope you're doing well on this wonderful Tuesday evening. We're just a couple minutes before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching from the West Coast, I guess you're 3 hours behind, so around 4 p.m. So coming end of a work day. Hope it's been a good day for y'all. And welcome in. Thanks for tuning in. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you love talking football. Today we are, talking about a subject that you can't not see it within the Ramley. It's a conversation. There's some critics, things like that. I'm going to give my 2 cents, but I want to hear from you guys. This is very much going to be a very interactive chat. And let's talk about it. We've had 2 stinker games from the Rams, and it seems when they lose big. But when they win big. So I'm optimistic about the rest of the season, but I think it is totally legit to have this conversation. Nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna put on my little overlay that way, and I should have had my banner going here. I want to see. Let's tell me. Okay, I'm gonna get my little ticker. Your thoughts on McVay? Yeah, I want to interact with you guys here, but let's start with that. Giving some shout outs here. I see lots of cool people here. We got the first comment here. Buddy Gas, hello. He's saying it's simple. He gets way too pass happy with Stafford. We need to do what we did in 2018, run the ball a lot and do lots of play action. And we need to stop looking for the deep pass so much. Okay. Buddy Gas has some insight there. North Dallas 40. I know you've been critical of McVay, but hello. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. He's saying unless he wins the big one. Yeah. North offense is in big trouble. No Cam, no trees. Cap situation with Snead ruined. Okay, there's a lot of criticisms, and we can definitely, have that conversation. Absolutely. These are professional athletes, professional coaches. And it is totally fine to, look at them with a critical eye. That's kind of the fun of being a fan. Wildman Samurai, hello. He's saying McVay needs to do different sets, double tight end sets, double running back sets, and he needs to be more creative. I miss the jet sweeps as well. Yeah, definitely missing those jet sweeps for sure. Aaron, Arizona Cardinals fan, hello, Aaron. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thanks for stopping by, even if you can't watch too much. Rams are not tough. See losses to Titans and Niners. Yeah, we gotta get more physical. Yep, I'd agree with that. Yale Rams, hello. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for tuning in. Loretta says, "Go Rams!" Yeah, I miss them. That's the thing with the bye week, right? You miss your team. The return of it grows back. It grows back fast. Yeah, don't worry. I probably won't shave again until the end of winter, or if then, I don't know. But yeah, the beard is back. Wild man. Yep. Hello, Old Man Ghost, aka Bruce. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Horns up, everybody. Oh, this is awesome. Everyone tuning in. Ramelia Sports Report. Hello, another fantastic Rams content creator. He's saying, gentlemen, this is me trying to channel my inner Ramelia, who has just a very calm voice. He's saying, gentlemen, relax. We're 7-3. Even with the last 2 debacles, the sky is not falling. Still in position to the division crown and home field for the playoffs. Losing Woods hurts, but we're still loaded. Okay. All right, Ramelia, a little more optimistic. Okay, I like that. I agree. It's, you can't complain about being 7-3. And you still have you can complain about how your team has performed the last 2 games, absolutely. But you're right. We have a chance at the division still. And so we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Old Man Ghost, he's saying, I'm looking for the ability to adjust on both sides of the ball, and the reps they will be on the way to the Super Bowl. Okay, I like that. Hello, JH. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Bears fan in the house. Love seeing opinions from other teams for sure. Props to my Rams brother Payo. I'm at work, but thanks for tuning in. Rams Super Bowl bound, book it. I love it. Well, everyone, I appreciate you all tuning in. I'm gonna share my thoughts on here, and again, you guys can absolutely disagree with me or agree with me or whatever. I posted this poll earlier today, and shout out North Dallas 40. You definitely inspired this poll question. And the question was, have you lost faith in Sean McVay as a play caller? And we have 65 votes, which for a poll, for me, that's pretty good after one day. And 9% said yes, he is not the offensive guru anymore. So 9% have lost faith in him. 65% no, he's just in a funk. 20% said some defensive schemes adjust to his offensive play, and 6% of people said don't talk about it. And this brings me to a comment that I think it sums up what I feel really well. A comment here by Lithuanian Giant, and he said, I believe that he, Sean McVay, needs to learn to take what they give him. The Chiefs have the same issue. If the offense has long sustained drive, the other team's offense is sitting on the bench. Yeah, and really, I'm not of the mindset of fire McVay, fire Snead. I'm not there. I do believe these are two games that you absolutely can criticize, and call it like it is. They got outplayed, outcoached, outwitted, whatever it is. The Rams lost it, and that's just the reality of it. I do think there is a place though, to say, all right, like you've had these two clunker games. What are you going to do to turn this around? Don't let this turn into a tailwind where the season is spinning out of control. Get this offense going again. Maybe it's running more bootlegs and running Stafford out to the right or to the left, and maybe it really is committing to the run. Like maybe it's have a game where Stafford passes for under 200 yards and only has 20 attempts. Just whatever it takes to get it right. And I very much agree with Lithuanian Giant when he talks about McVay learning to take what the defense gives him. And I am the one thing I am confident in Sean McVay is that he's a coach that's very critical of himself, and he is a smart coach. Whether you think he's an offensive genius or not, I think he's a smart human being. And in my experience, smart human beings learn from their mistakes. And so I am optimistic that Sean McVay can learn from what has not worked, and that he can continue, to change up his play calling. I believe the Rams' problems are fixable. And at the same time, I'm not one of those, people that have a YouTube channel or a blog or something that says just like, oh, don't talk about it. Like, everything's going to be fine. I think absolutely these are professional athletes, professional coaches. There's totally room for criticism. They're getting paid a lot of money, and the criticism is part of it. Now, am I concerned? Yeah. Not necessarily for next season. I'm focusing on this season right now, where we've had a general manager quoted as we're all in, which I love. And I feel like a lot of the Ramley loves, but we want to see some of these gambles pay off. And 7-3 is exciting. That's cool. But when you say, we're all in, we'd like to see some dominated performances, right? And, we would like to see when we go against good teams that it's competitive. And the reality is the last two games, the Rams haven't been competitive. And it's really frustrating when your team shows up to a game and you have expectation. They make these trades. They're this talented roster that's been on a roll and nothing. Like it just seems they throw too early interceptions, and it seems like they can just never get back in the game. Where I thought one of the reasons we traded for Matthew Stafford was so that a game like this, okay, you're down 2 scores, you can get back in this, and we haven't seen that, and that's just the reality of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing Sean McVay take on the challenge of continuing this this journey here. All right, back to it. North Dallas, where I'll try and find it here. I'm not sure what you mean by this, North Dallas 40. All I see is zippers, so I'm not sure what that means. But if you mean this one, offense in big trouble, no Cam, no trees, and then the criticism of Les Snead overpaying players. Yep. Can't complain. Bears are 3-7. Oh yeah, JH. I saw the awkward reporter asking Matt Nagy if he was going to get fired. That was weird. Yeah, that was weird. Loretta, hey Bill, it's my apologies. Thank you. I love it when people correct me like this because I really do like to get names right because I care about people. I think your name is so important. So let me do this. It's Lorente. Thank you. Please tell me if I got that correct. I really appreciate that. Watch your show all the time. I feel like our offense hasn't gelled yet, but it will soon. Hopefully Sunday we will just and gel. Ooh, I love it. Toon Link Maine, howdy. Good to see you, my friend. Bruce, I was inspired by the adjustment McVay made in the Titans game, although late. Yeah, the Titans game seems so long ago, I kind of forget about it, but to some degree, I want to forget about it. It was a bad game, but yeah, we'll see. Johnny G, hey, he's saying Stafford needs to stop throwing picks early in the. That would help. It would definitely help. Old man goes, I'm listening to all of the suggestions. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm of the camp of I want to get Hendo and Sony Michel going a little bit more. I again, we've talked about setting up the play action, but I'd love to see a little bring in an extra tight end. Let's get some power running formations in there here and there. Mix it up. Yeah. How much is Stafford to blame? 4 picks in last 2 games. That's a great question, North Dallas 40. And I definitely think the Titans, not that a pick is ever good, but they are kind of subjective where the Titans picks, I believe, were more on Stafford. The first pick against the Niners down the field, okay. There's a miscommunication with Odell, bad, but then I would say his second interception is on Tyler Higbee. He got to catch that, but he couldn't secure the catch, and then Niners take it to the house. But yeah, the reality is 4 picks in the last 2 games has not helped the Rams, and I'm hoping that the bye week was good for Stafford and he can get back to the form where he's slinging it and for touchdowns instead of picks. And I don't like seeing my team get down early. No one does. But I also like it when they can come back from, adversity like that. And we haven't seen that from Stafford, which is something he was kind of known for in Detroit. So I don't know. We'll have to keep looking. Yep. O-line. Yeah. I think the O-line has, they were performing at such a high level. And I do think that, maybe they were gassed, maybe they weren't, maybe, defensive coordinators kind of figured them out for the Titans and Niners. Both, the Titans and Niners have some pass rush that was able to get by. If any of you watched my awards show video that I made yesterday, it was a lot of fun to make, but I highlight that Andrew Whitworth has still been playing at a very high level, even though he's almost 40 years old, so I'm not worried about Whit. I think part of it is that interior line is maybe a little suspect, but we'll see. I would say only the 2 picks in the Titans game. Yeah. Okay. So you're kind of agreeing with me there a little bit, Bruce. Yep. Johnny G. Rams need to run the ball. Every time we're down in the game, McVay abandons the run. Yes, I agree. And has Stafford pass 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, no, we definitely have to, establish the run to keep the balanced offense, because we've seen it, when we can run the ball, even a little bit effectively, our passing game just opens wide up. Yeah. North Dallas 40. I am extremely disappointed. I expected super high octane off. Yeah. And you know what? That's very valid. North Dallas 40. And especially, it's human nature when you have expectations that are super high and they're not met, that you're disappointed. Even if those expectations are like maybe better than what we had last year. We were expecting this offense to be over 30 points a game, back to kind of that 2018 level. And, we've had some games that, it's looked good, but definitely haven't caught that super high octane offense. And, part of that is definitely injuries. I was thinking today that, when you think back to that 2018 season, having a prime Todd Gurley helped a lot. And the reality is, as capable as Darrell Henderson and Sony Michel are as running backs, they're not prime Todd Gurley. And yeah, it's still one of the biggest ripoffs ever that we never got to see Cam Akers in this offense. I do think this would be a very drastically different offense with Cam Akers in that running back room. Goff was 7-3. Yeah, SM. Hey, SM, you got a new profile pic there. Looks cool, man. That's nice. The LA black with the gold. That's cool. Yeah, Goff was 7-3 last year, so we got to see. Yeah, we got to see. Lorenta. Okay, I hope I got it right, but I'm glad I got it the first time. I'll keep working on that. Feel free to always correct me. I'm trying to always get better, but I'm normally pretty good at memorizing names after that. But Lorenta. We are seeing Super Bowl McVay and his inability to adjust. Yeah, and North Dallas 40, I'd be interested to know when you say adjust, what are you referring to? Is it mainly just like getting away from his game plan when it's not going well, or is it he's failing to adjust to what the defense is giving him? Because I agree that that is a legit criticism. That's totally fine. Yeah, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Roberta Hastings, hello. How are you? Not much, man. I am just talking some football. I have soccer later tonight, so I gotta get ready for that. My other Rams shirt is in the wash, so I'm just rocking the blue right now. I'm gonna adjust this camera ever so slightly. But yeah, how are you doing, Roberto? The adjustments we need a defensive adjustment. Hello, Dominic. Good to see you. The adjustments we need a defensive adjustment. That's fair. And I've said this before, and you're going to hear me say it again. I do believe our defensive statistically is fine, situationally is not fine. And I believe there are key moments in games where the defense has needed to step up and we haven't been able to get that play. And maybe that's Raheem not dialing up the blitz. Maybe that's a blown coverage. Maybe that's a missed coverage. Like having Nick Scott on Deebo Samuel. But yeah, so I agree, with that. And I do think that it is starting to get more and more noticeable about how Jalen Ramsey isn't really getting used to his full potential. And it seemed like a good idea at the start of the season, but it hasn't necessarily translated into the coverage secondary that we were so blessed to have last year. And so, yeah, we'll keep working at it. I'm hoping out of this bye that Raheem Morris was able to figure some stuff out, because the reality is we can't fire him when we're a 7-3 team looking to go to the Super Bowl. That's not when you fire a coordinator. We saw Jason Garrett get fired today, and I believe the Giants are like 3-7 or something like that. So not looking to go to the playoffs. And they lost to Tom Brady, and then Tom Brady complained about how bad the Bucks played after they beat him by 20 points. And there's that play where the Giants had like 3 receivers running in the same area. That is a coordinator that needs to be fired. I am not saying Raheem Morris needs to be fired. However, Raheem Morris needs to step up. And so, yeah, we'll continue to monitor that and criticize appropriately. Don't worry, I'm on a conference call right now with McVay and LA Rams all-time winning coach John Robinson about running more. Okay, awesome. Could you also tell them about the third and long bubble screens? Because really would love to see those get out of the playbook. That's funny. Stafford spotted the other team's 14 points 2 games in a row. We can't win that. Yeah, and you know, the reality is, you know, in the Titans game, absolutely, you know, he spotted him 14 points. In the Niners game, the one interception, they did start at like their own, I think, 6-yard line, but then they marched down the field and got touchdowns off that turnover, and that's how you lose games, right? Is, you know, if you turn over the ball and the other team scores points on those turnovers, you're probably going to lose the football game. You know, that's not an expert analysis. That's just history. That's facts. And, you know, Stafford knows it, and, you know, he's someone's going to continue to criticize himself. So we'll see. Having a good run game takes you to the Super Bowl. Rams in 2018 with Gurley and Anderson, and even the Whiners with Raheem. Yeah, Raheem Morris. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Old Man Ghost points out, he says, Falk, yeah, we loved having Falk in 1999. Yep. Dominic, 7% loaded box versus the Niners is unacceptable. Is that what the percentage was? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, well, especially on a run-heavy team like the Niners. And we knew coming into that game they were going to run the ball. We knew it. And yeah, so they ran it 44 times on us, right? And it was just frustrating the way that they ran it. They just ran it like up the gut, down our throats. And you know, it was 3 yards, 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 maybe a 4 or 5 yards. Maybe we'd stop them, but then 3 yards, 3 yards. And yeah, no, just very frustrating. Yeah, that load the box or whatever. McVay's inability to adjust our calling home run plays instead of using balanced attack and use his brain, not emotions, when calling plays. And, you know, it'll be interesting. Yeah, North Dallas 40. I'm really interested to see this next game that McVay calls. He's playing the Packers, who the reality is the Packers did a pretty good job against this team's offense with Jared Goff in the playoffs last year. And we lost that game. I would love us to win this game. I really would love to win this game. And I think this is an important game for Sean McVay and you know, his offense. The reality is, if we want a shot at the division or the number 1 seed in the NFC, we got to win these next 3 games. You know, we play the Packers, the Jaguars, and then the Cardinals. And if we win all 3 of these games, the Rams have a chance to do some, you know, something real special and capture that number 1 seed. If we lose one of these games, I think we have to. The odds of us becoming anything more than a wild card team is very slim, because like the reality is there's just not that many games left in the season, right? And you know, here we are, week 11, 18-week season, so 7 games left. And if we win 3 of them, that would just do a lot for us going into the playoffs. So these next 3 weeks really are big for the Rams of whether we have a shot at the division or a shot at the number 1 seed, or if we're destined to be a wild card team. Move the pocket or use the I'd like to see, yeah, I agree. I'd like to see more bootlegs and move that pocket to the right or left. Dominate the line, yep. Hey, Mark, how are you? He's saying, Cap here. I think McVay doing a lot in on purpose. All this drop back stuff, long bombs, soft up. We'll go back to run short, surgical passes, play actions soon. Surprise and mix up. Yeah. You always want to see that. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Nolan? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? Wildman, got a roll. Good to see you. Oh, Wildman, always a pleasure, my friend. Have a great Tuesday night. Yeah. Thank you. Further reminder, if you haven't already, to smash that like button. Really helps me out. And whether you're watching on the replay or watching with me live now. Gary, he's saying first of all, hello, Gary. Good to see you. He's saying the other team marches 89 yards against the Rams defense to score, and the ball bounces out of the receiver's hands to the defense, and they get a pick six from that. Equals Stafford spotted them 14 points. Okay, I see what you mean, Gary. And yeah, that was yeah. I see what you mean by that. I think that it wasn't the 14 points necessarily. You can absolutely criticize the defense for letting the other team march 89 yards. Yeah, well said. Ramelia, Niner game, we let Garoppolo throw a short pass. Oh, yeah, Garoppolo was so frustrating. He was so efficient. Ugh. He didn't force him to hold the ball and throw outside the hash marks. Should have doubled Debo and putting Ramsey on Little on third down. Yep. Oh, Kittle. Yeah. Yep. Down by 14, Brady, Mahomes, and Rodgers can come back. Why not? Yeah, that in North Dallas 40, that's absolutely a fair criticism. I thought that's why we went to get Matt Stafford and gave up so much to get him, so that we could have a margin for error and have these come from behind wins and not be out of a game that way. But yeah, no, I agree. North Dallas 40. TuneLink Main making my preview video early. Oh, cool, TuneLink Main. Everyone go check that out. Yeah, interesting. Shout out to you, TuneLink Main, another great Rams content creator. This is the time to get hot again and stack up the W's. Yeah, no, I would love it. I'd love it, Nolan. Like I said, these next three games are so important. I love it. Hey, Rams House TV saying, what's good, Ramley? What's good, Payo? Bye week over. Back to business. Yeah, I like it. I agree. Definitely. Horns up. Oh, horns up. Let's go. Rams brought Stafford to score points, not throw arm punch. Yeah. Ooh, there's a one-liner for you, SM. I like that. Yeah. Ramelia on target. No more early turnovers. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would definitely be nice. You know what? We're gonna do something fun here. I'm gonna share my screen for a little bit here. We're gonna be looking at an article here. Let's see here. Okay, we're back up. Yeah. So this is an article headline: on the Rams Wire. Rams offense has been a bigger problem than their defense during their losing skid, by Cameron DeSilva, one of my favorite Rams reporters. But he's saying, I'm not going to read it word for word, but I love to point out a few things here, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. So there's a lot of blame to go around for the Rams' current 2-game losing streak. Sean McVay's play calling has been questionable. The defense couldn't stop Francisco's ground game. The offense only scored 26 points in the last 2 games. Yeah, you're not going to win with scoring that many points in this league. And he's going on here about it, but let's so we're going to talk here. So as bad as it is that the offense has only scored 26 points in the last 2 games, it looks even worse when you consider most of those points have come in garbage time in the fourth quarter. According to StatHead, the Rams have scored only 13 points in the first 3 quarters of their last 2 games. That is concerning. That means they've also scored 13 points in the first quarter of those games when the outcome already decided. From week 9 and 10, the Rams' 13 points scored in the first 3 quarters are the second fewest of any team that played 2 games. Only the Packers scored fewer in that span. So the defense hasn't been any better, allowing 45 points through the third quarter of their last 2 games, which is tied for the third most in weeks 9 to 10. So I'll stop there. And that, it's numbers like that just make you concerned about what's going on with this Rams offense and defense, that we really have had two stinkers of a game, right? And I know I'm not giving up on this team. They're my favorite team no matter what. I'm stoked for the opportunity to get in there, beat the Packers, beat the Jaguars, beat the Cardinals, and change the narrative, flip it. But the reality is we've had two bad games, and the season's not over yet. I don't think it's time to throw in the towel, but absolutely we're allowed to criticize. We're allowed to have, conversation about our favorite team. But yeah, it's anyway, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think the Rams can turn this season around? Let me know. Gonna get to some more comments here. Rams House TV. Yeah, you should definitely subscribe to TuneLink Maine. Definitely, man. Yeah, no. And TuneLink, if you haven't subscribed to Rams House TV, yeah, you both fantastic Rams content creator. It looks like you guys are subscribing to each other. That's awesome. TuneLink, the offense needs to step up for Sunday. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Renee Nath, hello. Glad you're here. And looks like that's a nice, I'm guessing that's a profile pic of a Chevy, I'm guessing. But anyway, it looks cool. Nice red van or car. We need to run more play action, keep the defense on their toes, and blitz more often. Jalen needs to be on the best receiver. Yeah, here's hoping. Yep. Rams for life. Yeah, let's get it. Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports. Hello. Payo Time. Big game this week. Oh, man. It's a big game every week in this league in the NFL. But, yeah, absolutely. A lot riding on this. Yeah, shot by Nolan. Definitely saying absolutely. Yeah, big game. Rams still control destiny. Yep, and you're thankful for that. This squad and coaching staff are highly capable of getting back on track. Yeah, I agree, Nolan. I agree. Yep. Going back to the roots, wonder ball, play action, defense for mouthwash, or three major rush, stack the box, and play man. Yeah, I'm always a fan of mixing it up. But yeah, I'd love to see a little bit more man coverage. What do I know? Oh, old man goes, I've seen your comments. You know a lot. That's what I'm saying. Don't mind the wander. Oh, I see. It is your previous comment. Okay, cool. Yep. Yep. Everything Rams House TV said is on target. Oh man, Jalen and Snoop. I don't know if it's both of you or one of you, but yeah. Oh man, those guys, they know their stuff. I always enjoy seeing them on their YouTube channel and on Instagram Live. No, Jalen and Snoop, they know what's up. They're intelligent men that I appreciate their content for sure. Well, everyone, this has been a lot of fun. If there's no more comments, I'm going to call it there. And I got soccer coming up in about 45 minutes, so I got to start getting ready for that. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope the bye week treated you well. I know I got to do some other fun, creative things and take a little bit of a bye week myself with no watch party. But we will have a watch party, 4:00 coming up on Sunday. If you haven't checked out my mid-season award video that posted yesterday, it was a lot of fun to make. I would encourage you to check that out. It's kind of a fun video about the Rams. And then, I'm hoping to have a preview probably on probably Wednesday or Thursday coming out. But definitely a huge fan of this team still. Huge fan of you guys, everyone who comes in here. I'm so honored and blessed to communicate with y'all. I am going to call it there. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, horns up, go Rams. I'm Payo Time, and I'm peacing out. Let's get it. Woo! Have a fantastic day, everyone.